Alright, in this demonstration I'm going to show you how to use the curve tool to draw. So that's this tool. We used it a little bit last time to modify things, but I'm going to show you how to make a drawing with it this time. The pencil tool is a little bit too much like regular drawing. It doesn't quite give you the idea of what Illustrator's doing. Remember, when we had the pencil tool, it converted your drawing into a series of points. Because we're working with vector graphics rather than raster graphics, it's important to learn to think in terms of points. It just takes a little bit of getting used to. So you can't just drag like from here to here and have it do something. That's not going to do anything. What you need to get used to thinking about is connecting points. Let me get rid of this dot here. Okay. So I'm going to start here, click, and then I'll click here. And after I click, then I can modify the line and I can bend it either way. This gives you more control over the curve right from the get-go. So it may seem like a pain in the butt at first, but once you get a handle on this, it gives you more fine-tuned control over curves and paths. And then I'll stretch that line out to about there. And that's going to make his little butt too short, so then I'll get the curve to there. And you just got to get a sense of how far you can go to click the line that you want. Okay, and then I'll curve around. I don't want the tail so pointy, so I'm going to put a line there. That's a little thick, but I'll be able to modify it. Now when I get to right here, I don't want the tail to be curved and it's not going in the direction I want. So what I'll do is I'll just hold down on here and click Alt, or in your case Control. So, it's hard to do sometimes. There we go. Hold down on Alt or Option for people on the Macintosh. That will convert it to a straight line instead of a curve. Now as soon as I click again, then I can curve it. Here though, I don't want it to curve yet. I can get to that later. So I'll turn it into a straight line again. And again, I'll hit Alt and click it and turn it into a straight line. Now here I'll go back to, well no, we'll keep it. Sometimes it's a little, there we go. And I want it to curve the other way, so I'm going to hit Alt again, and that'll let me bend it up that way. Actually, we're just going to keep going like that. Alt. And you'll see when on the next lecture when I talk about the pen tool starts straight and then you have to modify it to get it to go curvy. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop here. We don't need to draw the whole thing. Now, so I'm going to hit Escape, and that will free me up. That should end the drawing process. Well, it's not, whatever. Now, I can use this to just go and drag on the paths like with any, like I was with the other tools. I can also go in, like I was with the pencil drawing, I can go in and double click and say I want that little leg to be rounded. I could do that. I could round that corner out a little bit. It might round it more than I want. So then what I could do is I could go in and grab the direct selection tool, grab the anchors on here, click the anchor that I want to modify, mess with the handles until I get the effect I want. And I can just flip back and forth between those. So I'll go back to the curve tool. I want that to be rounded. I can use the curve tool to just drag where this is at. And I can reshape my little doggy's foot. Okay, the other thing you can do, I showed you how to take away points. I can go ahead and come here to the add point, say, I don't know why, but the dog's got a like lump on its back. I added an anchor point here now. And then I can take, now that I have that extra anchor point, I can make it like a camel dachshund. And then I decided, well, I don't want that anchor point. That's obviously, we don't want a camel dachshund. That's stupid. I can go ahead and just deselect that. And then like with the pencil drawing, I can put the stroke on it. So it's the same thing. I'm just creating a path, and I can create a path however I want. I can also, we'll go ahead and take, I'm going to add one more point. So I'm going to click here now. Click right on that other anchor point. And get them to link together. Oh, this should happen. I'm going to click here, click escape, and I'm going to grab with the direct selection tool, grab that anchor point and pull it up there and get the two anchors connected. Okay, then within that, now I've got a shape, and like we had talked about fill last time, I could go in and choose a fill color, and I could fill the line with color if I wanted. But we'll deal with that more later. Okay, so I closed off the shape. If I hadn't closed off the shape, it would leave. Now we got like a horse dog. It would leave something like that without the line connecting it. So I'll go ahead and bring those two up so they touch. Now that I've got them touching, if you look really closely, it's still a little bit capped off at the end. So I'm going to select the path, and I'm going to go to Object, Path, Join, and it will put those 2 points together into one anchor point that I can change from being curvy to sharp. Alright, so I get a much cleaner shape that way. So if you're doing a line drawing around the end, you want to make sure that you join the paths. It will do also, let's see, we'll go there and we'll do Object, Path, Join, and it will just cast a line between the two of them. But if you want to be more in control of the shape, just make sure that you get your points like I did. Come on. Get them close together, close off the shape, then Object, Path, Join, or you could do Command J. And once you have that, then you can alter it by double clicking on it to be either the round or the pointy. Go back in close. Oh, they didn't join. There we go, now they're joined. I'm going to double click and make it round because I wanted it round. Okay, so now I've got that shape, and I'm going to go ahead and take that fill out so it's just a line drawing. And again, what I've got, no, that one I didn't do on the layer. So if I want that, I can just pull it off. If I want to get rid of the dog drawing, I can go Object, Unlock All, delete that, and now I've got just my vector graphic that I can move around. Okay, the next lesson will show you how to use the pen tool to draw.